Hey, today I'm going to take a hike down 12 Mile Beach. This is one of the most beautiful beaches in America, by far. Grab your backpack, get your boots on. Hey, take your rain gear just in case there's a stray shower. Grab you some lunch and come on, let's go. Let's go hike 12 Mile Beach, Upper Peninsula. Yeah. Loaded up. Gonna go ahead and hike down 12 Mile Beach today to the west. Gonna try to make it to 7 Mile Point, which is roughly, I think, about 3 or 4 miles from where I'm at. I don't think I'll make it all the way to Beaver Lake. I think Beaver Lake is a good, anywhere between 8 and 10 miles from here, and then you have that distance obviously coming back, making it all the way back. The weather today is supposed to get really warm, but the winds are going to pick up from the south, and by this evening the winds are going to turn around to the north. 5 o'clock tomorrow it's supposed to be around 40-something degrees and cold rain coming in, and really the conditions from there all the way through the weekend just deteriorate. So I thought today would be a good day. This is one thing I really wanted to do, is make sure I got this trek in down 12 Mile Beach. The weather is just deteriorating so bad that I want to go ahead and take advantage of this good weather while I can. I never want to sound like I'm complaining about being a YouTube creator, because I absolutely love being a YouTube creator. There's so much camera equipment. I've got batteries for my Canon M50. I've got batteries for my Nikon that I use. And there's just so much that you have to constantly maintain, constantly make sure it's charged up. Putting my backpack together, I need to make sure I got my tripod on board, because I really like using a tripod. You can get some great shots with a tripod, but I want to make sure that I get all this loaded up in here and protected. That's the main thing. So you want to make sure you can protect it as much as you can, still be accessible. You know, you don't want to pack it away too deep inside your backpack and then you never get it out. That's one thing that a lot of hikers will do that I think they make a big mistake, is they'll throw their camera inside their backpack thinking, okay, well, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to stop there. Hey, it never happens. And you end up doing your whole trip and you look back at your pictures and you go, oh man, why didn't I stop here? Why did I stop there? That's just the nature of the game. It's the way it is. So I have found, if everything is nice and accessible, like on this front, this top pocket right here, that works out pretty good. I've got a little splash of orange. Even though I'm trucking down the beach, there's not much chance of running into any kind of hunters or anything when you're walking on the water line. Now, if I definitely go off the water line into the woods onto the North Country Trail, I'll definitely put the orange and put the orange hat on, because now you're in the woods and now you've kind of, the risk of running into a hunter is a little bit higher, and you just don't want, you want to make sure that everybody knows everybody's out there in the woods. I've got me a little lunch packed up, and I think I am about ready to go. It is, I don't know, if I had to guess, I'd say it's probably somewhere around 8 o'clock in the morning or so. Got up early this morning. I got out there, the full moon was setting on Lake Superior. All night I always check the skyline to see if the northern lights are going to show up. And you know, I may do it 25 times a night. I don't really sleep very much. I just look out and just keep watching, because when they appear, and then they're gone away, and if you're not careful, you'll miss them. But I did notice the full moon, too, was coming through the trees, and once it got down to a certain point, I got up and got all my stuff on, went down, got my camera gear together, went down, and it was just spectacular. I'm going to invest in some better camera gear, because I'm still not able to capture what I'm seeing out there. And it was like, man, you take a full moon settling down into Lake Superior. Wow. I mean, the sunsets are cool when the sun does it, but man, to see a full moon do it, I enjoyed that. I'm gonna get me a little drink of Gatorade, and I believe I am ready to go on down the beach. It's gonna be chilly. We're starting out about 50 degrees, but it's gonna warm up all the way in the high 60s, might even hit 70, which is crazy for October. I don't know, it's October 20th in the Upper Peninsula on Lake Superior. But, you know, weather's changing. We're all seeing these drastic changes here and there. Come on, let's go hike 12 Mile Beach in Picture Rock's National Lakeshore. Beautiful hike. I still say it's one of the most unused hikes in America. It is beautiful. You're literally walking along the land border of the United States and Canada. Now, I realize actual border is about 80 miles straight due north out right through the middle of the water. But as far as the land goes, we're going to take a hike right along the border. Okay, got everything loaded up. We're going to go ahead and head west, hike down the beach, and see what we can come up with today. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Before I left camp, I decided to go ahead and take my vest off because you never really want to start out hiking too warm or comfortable, let's say. You know, you get a quarter mile down the trail and you're going to overheat. But as I'm cruising down the beach here, I just hit a section and I swear the temperature just shot up 10 or 15 degrees. See, that's what's going to happen today. The south winds are blowing and it's going to bring a lot of warm air up this way. That's why it's almost going to hit 70 degrees. I don't know if it's going to hit 70 on the shore, but inland it's going to hit 70 degrees today. If that just wasn't like the beginning of the warm air starting to really filter in up here. So I'll probably have to peel this sweatshirt off pretty soon. Yeah, this is 12 Mile Beach. I will be shocked if I run into anybody on 12 Mile Beach today. Because most of the time, I've hiked all the way down to Beaver Lake and back. Nobody. Zero souls out here. There'll probably be people hiking up on the North Country Trail up above there. But down here, I don't know. Everybody stays off the beach, and it is a fabulous place to hike. Let's go on. You know, you usually don't see a lot of this going on. This is water running from underneath that bank, and I'm just wondering if this has got a lot to do with that bank collapsing the way it does. If the table water's so high, it's actually undercutting it from the land side. I always kind of like looking at sections like this. The water has washed the sand away from these stones, and no telling how long these stones have been there, or how long it's been since they've seen daylight. This is one thing I like to do, is study the clouds. So I know there's a big weather system coming in, and anytime you have clouds that are streaking like this and making those almost feather-like characters up in the sky, you know there's some strong wind coming in, and there's something pushing pretty hard. Well, that's a sure sign I'm not alone. Somebody's been down through here at least a while ago. That's a pretty nice structure. That is really strong. I'm gonna have to send that to David Pearson. Say, hey, here's a beach shelter. He'd probably like that. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think last night with that storm, the wind started dying down and then some south wind started picking up. I could hear it twirl over the top of the trees. And somewhere early morning, not long after I went out there and photographed the moon, I think I heard some wolves howling. They were pretty far away, but it sounded pretty cool. I was listening as hard as I could. I was hoping they would come closer. They didn't, but that's pretty cool to hear something like that. Just walked through another one of those warm air pockets. It's pretty incredible. Now that one I walked right on through. Temperature dropped on the other side of it. Some kind of a thermo going on. But hey, yesterday I drove into Munising to get some supplies, and I heard that the damn Delta got Colin Powell. God, okay. That ought to shake everybody to their boots. Anybody that's still in disbelief how bad this is, to have a general, to have a man like Colin Powell succumb to such a evil disease is a wake-up call. I hope everybody out there is not going to let their guard down. Now that Delta seems to be dying down a little bit, hey, it's never going to go away. It's coming back, and it's coming back stronger than ever. It's coming back with reinforcements. I suggest you get that vaccine. If you haven't got that vaccine yet, I suggest you get it. It's just like Colin. Heck, I saw him on TV not long ago, and he was vaccinated. It jumped. It jumped ship and got him. So folks, it's real. It's out there. Don't let it get to you. I was just talking to Miss Melissa about this truck driver shortage, about how there's not enough drivers to drive the semis these days. There's so much, the economy, there's so much that needs to be transported. They can't hardly get it off the ships out in California, and then there's not enough truck drivers to drive around. It makes me wonder how many truck drivers have died because of the Delta, because of COVID-19. You know they have. Probably thousands. Man. All I can say, folks, is fight it as hard as you can. Keep that social distancing going. Wear that mask. That mask is cool, man. Get you one that looks cool. Get you a camo mask. Get whatever you want. But get you a mask and wear it. Save your life, man. We need you. The world needs you. The world needed Colin Powell. Damn, I can't believe it got him. Along with so many others. All right. Let's keep on walking. Let's get on down here and see what's waiting for us. Nice thing about someplace like this, chances are that Delta's not going to get me out here. No. This is what you call extreme social distancing. Of course, I'm a social distancer anyways, even without a virus. Long ago, maybe about a month ago, and it was about wearing your blaze orange and hiking in the woods. If you're a backpacker or you're a hiker, you're going to hike up in the woods right now during hunting season, I suggest you watch the video. It's called Hikers, Hunters, Blaze Orange. Now I can imagine I'm going to get some comments saying, Mr. Lawrence, where's your blaze orange? The main thing is you just got to use good common sense. Out here on this shoreline, walking this shoreline, I think I'm pretty well risk-free. If I was to go up that dune into the woods on the North Country Trail, you better believe I'd put my blaze orange hat on. That's all it comes down to. It's just good common sense. If you're walking through the woods this time of year, go ahead and put some blaze orange on. I still have a little bit on my backpack, but I'm just basically carrying it, so if I go into the woods, I'll put it on. Hey, subscribe to that channel too if you would, please. Hammer it down. I appreciate it, and I'll keep pumping out good videos like this to show you the beauty of 12 Mile Beach and the rest of the USA.